Hey guys, Zach here. Let's talk some horror. Growing up, my favorite movie was Halloween, and even still to this day, my favorite movie is Halloween. And a big part of that is the way Michael Myers looks in the 1978 film. There are so many iconic shots of Michael Myers throughout the movie. Him by the car while Jamie Lee Curtis is looking out of the classroom window. There are so many examples of how great Michael Myers looks and how it's a big part in the success of the original film. But as some of the sequels came out, it's very apparent that they did not know what they were doing with the look of Michael Myers. So, today we're going to talk about a few masks in particular of Michael Myers throughout the Halloween franchise. Specifically, we're going to be talking about Halloween 4, Halloween 5, Halloween H2O, and Rob Zombie's Halloween 2. Halloween 4, released in 1988, is titled The Return of Michael Myers, and it was the first time that we saw Michael Myers since Halloween 2 in 1981. So, they had to get the mask looking just perfect in order to prove effective for this movie. Did they? No. That's not to say that I don't enjoy Halloween 4, as I think it's one of the better sequels in the franchise. However, the mask itself is a big problem for me. The first time you see Michael Myers in Halloween 4 is when he sits up in the nightmare that Jamie's having, and immediately there's problems. Firstly, there's just a lack of detail overall in the mask, and how white it is flushes out all the detail and any facial features that could be in the mask. The only thing you really see are the eyebrows, the eye holes, the nose, and the mouth. There's no texture to the mask whatsoever. It honestly looks like an animation, or like he looks like a cartoon version of Michael Myers, not exactly scary as he's supposed to be or how he is in the 1978 film. Also, it just looks so uncomfortable. Like, it looks so tucked in and so overly stuffed. I don't know how George P. Wilbur was even able to breathe while wearing that mask. Overall, just painting the mask a little less white and having more detail on it would fix a lot of the problems I have with this mask. It's not the worst mask in the franchise by far, but it's certainly not the best. If I had to grade it, I'd give it a meh. So, following the success of Halloween 4, the next year, 1989, they released Halloween 5, The Revenge of Michael Myers. And boy, this is a big drop off from Halloween 4 in terms of quality and in terms of the Michael Myers mask. Trust me when I say that the mask is definitely not the worst thing in this movie. There are a multitude of problems in this movie, but today we're just going to be focusing on the mask itself. So, the weirdest thing to me about the mask in Halloween 5 is it looks so big and awkward looking. It just looks like it doesn't fit Don Shanks, who plays Michael Myers in Halloween 5. It doesn't look like it fits his face in any way. It looks very baggy almost. Also, what's with the slicked back long hair? It just doesn't create a good look for Michael Myers at all. So apparently, this mask was made to fit Greg Nicotero's face. And honestly, the mask itself kind of looks like Greg Nicotero. And in a way, I guess that means that William Shatner is scarier than Greg Nicotero. Either way, I would say that this mask is worse than the mask in Halloween 4. And I would say it's an overall worse movie than Halloween 4. So I give this mask a garbage. So, Halloween H2O, another movie in the franchise that I think is actually quite good. A big problem I have with the movie, however, is Michael Myers' masks, or I should say multiple masks, since they used about 4 different versions in this film. To me, the biggest problem with Michael Myers' mask in H2O is how much of his eyes you can see. It looks so weird. He has these big bug eyes staring at Laurie Strode. It doesn't really look like Michael Myers to me. Also, I don't know why, but they made his hair all spiky. He looks like the singer of Sum 41, and he kind of looks like Kurt from Good Burger. I honestly think this is Michael Myers' worst mask in the entire franchise. I don't think it captures the feel of Michael Myers as much as the rest of the movie does. And of course, there was the CGI mask, but the less we talk about that, the better. Overall, Halloween H2O is a good film. Just the mask is a huge problem and it puts the movie back a little bit for me. The mask will get a grade of garbage. Finally, let's talk about Rob Zombie's Halloween 2. And I gotta say, overall, I really do not like this film. And I really do not like the way Michael Myers looks in this film. So, Rob Zombie's Halloween 2 is a very strange movie that doesn't really feel like a Halloween movie to me. And a big part of that is the way Myers looks in the film. The biggest problem is that half of the movie he doesn't even wear his mask and he just walks around looking like hobo Rob Zombie. And when he does wear his mask, it's half ripped and you can see half of his face anyway. I feel like this makes Myers less scary overall. If you can see his face, why would I be scared of him? He just looks like a big homeless man wandering around. Either way, Michael Myers' mask is not the biggest problem with this movie, as it has so many problems that I can't even talk about right now. However, the mask is a big one, and if I had to rate it again, I'd give it garbage. Man, those were some bad masks, weren't they? At least with Halloween 2018 and the upcoming Halloween Kills, it looks like they are getting back on the right track with how Michael Myers' mask looks. To me, the mask in Halloween 2018 is almost on par with the mask in the 1978 original film, so that's a big plus for me. So tell me down in the comments what you guys think about the Michael Myers masks throughout the Halloween franchise. Tell me which ones you like the best. Tell me which ones you disliked. Tell me if you agree with my rankings or if you disagree with my rankings. Post whatever you want. And with that, Zach has spoken.